Let's open up the screen and say hi to everybody. Welcome to this edition of the broadcast, where we bring you bite-sized bits of best practices to help you be a better leader and a more effective communicator. I'm your host, Gerard Braud, and we're live to teach you some tips about how to do online interviews. And right off the bat, I'm showing you what not to do. See that bright window? See, right now, because of COVID-19, everybody has to start doing online interviews. You're using your computer, you're shooting from your home, the kids in the background, the dogs in the background. So let's try to help you do better interviews, okay? Here are a couple of do's and don'ts. So first of all, we want to look at the room where you're working. I've got shutters behind me that could create light. Watch how the light comes around, those horrible windows in the front of the house. Not good for TV. And then we've got to look at what's in the background. Can I use this mantelpiece? The door doesn't look so good. What about the shelves? How interesting are those? Or if I go over here, does that make it look like something's growing out of my head? Or if I'm underneath that paddle, does it look silly? There are lots of things that you have to think about regarding what's in the background of how you do your interview. So first thing, look at background. Second thing, look at lighting. If it's bright behind you, your face is going to be washed out. We saw that a few minutes ago when I showed you the scene with the window behind me. And there is one little thing that you can do that helps. You can add a little artificial light. Look at this. This is my little ring that I clip to the side of my computer so that I can do a better interview. The next thing we need to talk about is framing and, of course, where to look. So I tend to want to look here, but I really know I need to look up there at the camera. So you have to look at the hole where the camera goes, not be distracted by you. Now, so many people are using laptops, although you can also have your desktop here. Ultimately, you want that camera at eye level. And one of the things we've seen in online interviews that's absolutely horrible is what I call the look down your nose or look up your nose. It's not attractive. Don't do it. The other thing is some people kind of like get up here like they're looking down at you. That's not good body language either. And then we have the proverbial shoot to the corner with all of this headspace here. Headspace is not good. In photography, ultimately, we want to use the rule of thirds, okay? So top third of the screen, middle third of the screen, bottom third of the screen, okay? Rule of thirds, this is where the center of the photo should be when you're doing this. Now, ideally, you want to put this on a box or prop it up some way so that you are eye level with your camera looking straight at it. What you don't want is to, again, be looking down or even have the camera up. You really have to play with it before you go live. A few other things to think about. Noise in the background. Now, I don't have any kids in the house and I don't have any pets in the house. So I don't have those two distractions. It's not cute when the pets and the kids walk in during a live TV interview. The next thing we have to think about is audio. The audio on this laptop is pretty good audio, but it is omnidirectional. So if my wife starts a webinar in the back room there, we're going to hear her. If my neighbor decides he's going to start cutting grass, or if the kids at the pool on the other side decide they're going to start playing loud music, that's going to come in to my audio. It's going to bleed in and mess up the interview. It undermines the credibility of the interview. So you may need to opt for earbuds. That doesn't always work. There are some USB microphones that you can use. You can use USB headsets. Ultimately, what you want to do is to go through a training class and you want to practice with someone and you want to get a feel for what looks good and let folks coach you on what's best. I've started converting to online coaching in the past 3 weeks. All of the media training jobs that I previously had lined up, every one of those we've been converting to an online class because it is harder for you when you have to do these online interviews, and the reason it's harder for you is not only do you have to do all of the usual things of remembering your message, being astute as you speak, being well spoken, but you now are in charge of audio, you are in charge of lighting, you are in charge of the background, you now become the producer as well as the guest, and that makes it really hard. If you want some more tips, give me a holler. As always, you can go to my website. There's a link there where you can get free 15-minute chat with me, and we can help you prepare for your next online media interview. By the way, let's discuss dress before we leave. Dress for the occasion. Yes, you saw that I had shorts on. I actually used to do the news with a bathing suit on many weekends when I anchored the weekend news. The fact is, from the waist up, you need to look professional. So let's get out of the yoga outfit and the t-shirts and whatnot. Put on a jacket, put on a nice shirt, look good. All right, those are your tips from now. This is Gerard Braud with a live edition of the broadcast, hoping that you stay well. I'm going to put the camera down because I have to have this hand to click the off button. Good talking with you guys. Holler if I can help you. Bye.